Hey everyone, did you know that 75-inch TVs now outsell 65-inch models in the US? That's right, bigger screens are taking over living rooms, and if you're thinking about upgrading, the Hisense 75-inch U7 Mini-LED ULED 4K Fire TV might just be the one worth grabbing. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. I've been testing this TV for a few weeks now, and honestly, it's one of those rare sets that actually delivers on the premium promises. It's not just about size here, it's about what's under the hood. The Mini-LED Pro panel with up to 3000 local dimming zones and 3000 nits peak brightness makes a huge difference in real-world viewing. I watched a movie last night with dark scenes, and the contrast was night and day compared to my old TV. Shadows stayed deep and detailed, while bright highlights like sunlight on water didn't wash everything out. That's a big deal if you watch a lot of movies or play games in dim lighting. Gamers, this one's for you. The native 165Hz refresh rate isn't just marketing, it feels smoother when you're playing fast-paced shooters or racing games. I hooked up my PS5 and noticed way less motion blur during quick camera pans. And with VR up to 330, screen tearing was basically non-existent, even in competitive matches. The TV also supports ALLM, and has a low input lag around 9 milliseconds, so it reacts fast when you press a button. If you're serious about gaming on a big screen, this is a solid pick. The anti-reflection screen is a game changer too. I live in a room with big windows, and most TVs glare like a mirror in daylight. Not this one. The HiView AI Engine Pro actually reduces reflections without dimming the picture too much. I could watch a daytime show at noon without squinting or pulling the blinds. That's huge for anyone with windows nearby. Color accuracy is another win. It's Pantone validated and uses Hi-QLED color tech, so reds, greens, and blues look rich and true to life. I compared it side by side with a high-end OLED in a store, and honestly, the difference wasn't as big as I expected. The U7 held its own in color volume and brightness, especially in bright rooms. And with Dolby Vision IQ and HDR10+, HDR content pops with way more detail in highlights and deeper blacks than standard HDR. Sound is surprisingly good for a TV this size. It's got a 2.1.2 channel setup with Dolby Atmos support, and while it won't replace a full soundbar setup, it's clear and directional enough for casual watching. I didn't need to turn up the volume as much to hear dialogue clearly, which is nice during late-night binge sessions. The built-in Fire TV platform is smooth and fast. Apps like Netflix, Prime Video, and YouTube load quickly, and the remote feels responsive. I also like that it supports IMAX Enhanced, which adds a little extra punch to compatible movies. The interface is easy to navigate, even if you're not super tech-savvy. Now, it's not perfect. The stand is a bit wobbly if you mount it on a tall stand, so make sure you have a sturdy surface. Also, while the local dimming is impressive, some edgelit blooming can still show up in very dark scenes with bright objects on the sides. It's not terrible, but it's something to be aware of if you're super sensitive to that. Overall, this TV punches well above its price for a 75-inch set. It's bright enough for daytime viewing, smooth enough for gaming, and colorful enough for movies. If you're ready to upgrade to a bigger screen without breaking the bank, this Hisense U7 is definitely worth a look. You can find the link below if you want to check it out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.